Hello everyone, this is Tanya here from EduTV and a very warm welcome to our program Edu Talks by Extra Marks. Today's topic, implementing competency-based teaching and assessment, a shift that is redefining how learning and outcomes are designed, delivered and measured in classrooms. I'm delighted to welcome our guest for today, Ms. Sheena George, the principal at MGM School Indore, who brings real classroom perspectives to this discussion. Welcome to the program, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hosting our session for today, we have Ms. Sanjana Singh from Extra Marks. Welcome, Sanjana.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
Sanjana, as you are from Extra Marks Education, I think an interaction between you and ma'am onto the topic of today, implementing competency-based teaching and assessment, would be the right fit to you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you. Absolutely, truly agreed with you. And definitely hearing from ma'am from such a prestigious educational institution would be a great learning for me as well. So, ma'am, how are you? I would first love to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm perfectly all right.
Great. So, ma'am, I would first uh, try to set in the context by first understanding the traditional setup of what has been education till now and how it has been shifting from now, what have been the recent changes that we have been seeing. If I would have to sum up, as per me, as per my experience from my childhood especially, and similarly it have been the same case with you as well. Education earlier was all about one simple question: how much the child scored. I think you would also agree to it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right. And marks, ranks, cutoffs, all these were the language of the educational success or journey of a student, right? And recently, we have been seeing changes and shifts, transformation in the learning journey of a student and the teaching journey of a teacher. Earlier, there were not much of emphasis laid on, how to think critically or how to solve a problem or how to communicate ideas, right? But now we see that there has been a shift from, say, teaching for exams to teaching for life. Focus on building skills, say, soft skills, communication skills, life skills. So I would love to hear from you that how do you perceive this shift from, the teaching mode for exams to shift to competency-based teaching in an everyday classroom setup?
Thank you. So, before starting with this question, I would like to tell you what competency-based education method is.
Mhm.
Right from the traditional way of teaching or learning method, this is a special one that students can learn with fun. Okay, so that means, as you said previously, it was like asking a question and waiting for the answer, and from there, the marks, rank, everything comes. But here, the students are getting many opportunity to decide what they have to learn and how they have to learn. That means instead of sitting one place and mugging up and writing down, no. Now it is like as they play, they used to gain the knowledge and they can use it for their or they can use or they are getting ready for the college life and for the career where they have to reach.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. Right. And if for say every day as a teacher, I have to build those skills, right? Even while the students are playing on the playground, or even if I'm teaching numbers in the classroom, or if I'm trying to teach them, say, the concept of sound using music or using instruments, I have to integrate such skills together so that the students have multiple experiences at one single go. So ma'am, how do you perceive that the role of teacher changes while teaching them such skills, and what more is required from a teacher's end to deliver such skills or impart such kind of knowledge towards students?
So first of all, the teachers have to develop all such things because they also coming from the background where the traditional method was used. So
Right.
now the children with them, they are doing every day is the new generation students or the new generation one. They are much educated than, or they know much more about the technologies and the mothers than the teachers. So
Mhm.
before going to the classrooms, I suggest the teacher should get a proper knowledge, hands-on activity based training for them in the beginning and in between, so that they can give a proper classes to the students and the students will get the proper benefit. Because nowadays, right from the day of birth, the students are using mobiles and other electronic gadgets, so they are very much familiar to this new world, right? And we are thinking that we should restrict our screen time to 1 hour, maximum 1.5 hours, right?
Mhm.
So from that, even using the screens, we can use the students to learn something which is useful. So even in every classes now we are using this electronic panels and all. So
Mhm.
this way, and nowadays we are getting the things like the students can use at home also. Instead of playing with the mobile games, they can
Mhm.
play with the same thing which they have taught in the class.
Right.
Because now the technology is developed that much, and the digital content is also getting that much good and that much high level, that they simply, the students mind, they feel that they are playing, but behind that they are learning without they know that. So main
Absolutely.
thing is the teacher should get a proper training for
Mhm.
what they have to, and which kind of students they are going to face with.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. Truly agreed with you because, as you said, we have smart learners. In fact, the smartest learners of today's generation, and teachers have to, match the pace. And for that, definitely, there are so many tools and aids that are available for teaching. And along with teaching, definitely comes another important segment of assessing the students, right? Because if we say in today's time, even the learning outcomes are measurable, right? And learning becomes more impactful with, when you are able to measure if whatever skills and whatever competencies you're trying to impart in a students, you're able to capture how much you are able to, do it. So, ma'am, do you really think that as a teacher or say as an educational institution, through assessments, such competencies can be, measured and can be tracked and a student can be evaluated on the same?
Sure, there are many advantages for this CBE, that is competency based education. The first one is it is easier for the trainers to identify the skills and knowledge needed for them, isn't it? Second one, it provides more accurate assessment of an individual's current level of proficiency.
Right.
And the third one I would like to say is it gives a better customization for the students. I means
Mhm.
if there are 30 students or 25 students in a class, so
Mhm.
for each and every one, the IQ level will be different. So if you do this type of assessment, the teacher or the trainer can understand the level of what to say proficiency of that child, and on basis of that they can plan for the next session. So it gives a customized method, and also it saves the times to allowing the trainer to focus on the most important area. Why I said the time saving? Because instead of saying each and everything or explaining each and everything, they can understand which part the child is weaker and which part the child needs more support. On that way, they can focus on. And other one is it gives accountability and the professionalism in continuing education by the demonstrative mastery and the skill subject. So now the importance of introducing skill subject is also same, that all the 30 will not be the rankers or the first one, but they also have to be ready to survive in this world. So the skill and this type of evaluation can guide the students to select the stream where they have to go, and they can fulfill their life's needs.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. Very beautifully, you crafted it. That customization is possible, which, if I really being very honest, in my time or say in your time when we were kids, was not possible for a teacher to manually do it because we were say 30, 40 students in a class and the teacher had to do everything manually, and that personalized attention or say that need that a student required was not being catered to, right? But with the coming up of technology, with the coming up of special focus, and that is what our NEP also talks about, our policy also talks about, right? And I am from extra marks. A very important segment that we have on our offering, that is our extra marks smart class plus, is an assessment wherein like you said, ma'am, that every kind of learner has a requirement, that customization. So using the platform, teachers are able to create assessment for different type of learners, different type of learning styles, and basis that you're able to assess the student, evaluate what kind of need or what kind of requirement is to be fulfilled for a particular child, and take the required intervention. So that is possible in today's world using technology, using, the special emphasis which is being laid upon because of the policy, because the government is also focusing, because different boards are also focusing on that. And all of this is actually helping the teacher build better learning outcomes, because now the role of teacher is also shifting from the administrative part to becoming facilitators, right? So that is very much possible. So, ma'am, like you said, that assessments are going to evolve. Uh, if we talk about the post assessment analysis, right, there will be certain conclusions. As a teacher, I will draw that, this is a particular learning style, this is a learning gaps. So, on a bigger front, you being the part of management, how will such observations and such analysis help you take bigger decisions at a school level? How do you think that such competency based assessments and such kind of implementation will help you take bigger school level decisions, and how will it impact your overall school culture?
Yeah, it is like normally the small students, or if the students are changing the school or something. So
Mhm.
what nowadays students or the parents are looking for, they are looking on the pamphlet and they're checking instead of this traditional method, what all the facilities or what are the methods the school is using than the previous one. So
Mhm.
I think this competency based assessment will help the child to get more chances, because previously it was first, second, third rank, then first class, second class, then it comes a fail set. So with this, I think this fail segment is totally vanished, I would like to say,
Mhm.
because instead of that part, we can add the other positive side of that child, isn't
Mhm.
it? So all will not be good in maths, all will not be good in English or like that, but they will definitely good in arts, dance, or other forms of the life, isn't it? So this type of assessment will give the students a positive energy and the enthusiasm to go ahead, isn't it? So instead of
Right.
they are getting a remark with E over there, if they are getting with some plus a plus b plus whatever it is, so I think
Mhm.
it is more effective. And from the management part, if we think, it is that we also getting the satisfaction that what we have given through the teachers to the students and then to the parents, it is fully effective, and what we have given it is fully utilized and we are getting the result.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very beautifully said. That, what comes in my mind is that uh, it actually is not testing the ability of child, but actually helping understand the growth or the progress the child is making. So you're not bucketing the child's progress, but rather just keeping a graph how the child is growing and evaluating the entire performance. So definitely the child will get lot of chances, and there will not be an aspect of either fail or succeed. There will be a mindset of ups and downs and acceptance towards life, right? And I
Yes.
think it will also add an element of being practical while making decisions in life, because this entirely calls for an experiential learning and a holistic development. And that is what our education policy also talks about, right? So, ma'am, what do you think the kind of support uh, as an institution we require from parents as well? You know?
Of course, we
Mm-hmm.
see the school or the management or the education department is
Mm-hmm.
looking for the holistic development. That means 360-degree development of a child.
Right.
But we are getting the students hardly to 5.5 or 6 hours in this 24 hours, right? The rest is with the parents. So
Mm-hmm.
what I suggest is what steps we are doing, like how we are giving the training to the teachers and all, the same way we should give not the training, but we should also make them understand the changes in this world and how they have to evaluate their child, so
Mm-hmm.
that such what to say, this background or the support from the parents is also there. Then only this 360-degree development, that is holistic development, will happen. Otherwise, if we are trying to, instead of getting 100 out of 100 in maths, if the school is satisfied with if you are getting 80, it's okay. But they are participating in some other form or other skills. So from the school side, from the teacher side, we are happy. But for the parents, they are looking for this 100% result in this result on the paper. So
Mm-hmm.
I think both the parents, teachers, school management, the entire system have to change and adapt the new method. Then only the child will get a 360-degree development.
Entirely. True, true, true. All the stakeholders call for awareness and all call for change as well. They have to have that acceptance, because otherwise it does not call for, proper implementation at all layers. And that is
Why
what
I said so? Why
Mhm,
I said so? Because
mhm,
the parents, when they comes for admission and all, they
mhm,
says that we need a child with
mhm,
100% perfect person when
mhm.
they are coming out after the 12th standard or 10th standard.
Right.
But when we give the admission, we say, okay, it will be happened. But
Mhm,
when we are going through the child from KG, then KG2 and all, then we can realize instead of getting 100 marks over math, science, or SST or English, they
mhm.
have much more things to do. So
Right.
I think right from the beginning, that means when the school reopens after this vacation, or the when the students are coming before the school, we should call the parents and we have to educate them with the changes and the challenges what their child is going to face in the coming years.
Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. Right, ma'am. So I think we have got a lot of gist of how this entire competency-based assessment is going to transform the teacher's life, the student's life, and lastly, I would love to hear from you. How do you think it will, shape the entire future of the schools? How do you think that this will transform the entire institution as a whole, as a complete? So, last words on how this competency based assessment would impact and would transform the journey of a school up till now and from now onwards.
The main thing which I want to say is first we have to be educated ourselves and also educated the entire community. Then only the changes will come. So when we are getting a child in our hand in schools, so first give them the confidence that what you are the best in this world and you can do the wonders for the coming years. So in that way, we have to give the support to the students and we have to identify the field they can shine like a star. And we
Mm.
have to give the support accordingly so that the nation, the school, even the small unit, their houses will be filled with joy and happiness. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. I truly agree with what you said that we have to support them. We have to support today's learners so much that they become independent thinkers. They make, ethical decisions. And, this is not just that we add competency as a new subject, rather, we make it a new way of thinking. We make it a, say, purposeful and a meaningful way of life. And overall we make it as a holistic way of learning, and it definitely makes the individuals, make the future better citizens of the country. So thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you, Tanya.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sheena ma'am, for joining us today. I mean, your views and the entire conversation. I mean, I was hearing the entire interaction between you and Sanjana. The way you guys have discussed, I mean, I've been able to understand things a bit more into competency-based teaching and assessment because, Sheena ma'am, you've been into the school domain. We do interact with principals, but ultimately, these are the principals who are into more of assessment and teaching at the school level. Thank you so much for your inputs, ma'am. I'm sure all
Thank
our
you.
viewers are definitely going to benefit out of this interaction. And thank you so much, Sanjana, for steering the entire conversation so meaningfully.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is
Thank you.
Tanya signing off from EduTV. Thank you.